How's it going, guys? We're back with another Raid Shadow Legends video for you guys today. We're going to break down 2 progression paths and the importance of not to mess up your resources, because it's going to take you a lot of time to recoup those resources, which is something that I unfortunately had to deal with myself. So I want to help you guys avoid that pitfall. So today we're actually going to be talking about skills and masteries. So if we look at my Elhaane here, we go over to skills, you can see that I have everything maxed out. So on her A1, 5 out of 5, her A2, 6 out of 6, her A3, 5 out of 5. Sometimes you're going to hear me call this the basic, the special, the ultimate. That's just kind of what I'm familiar with other hero collector games, but that is what it's called in the community to my understanding. And if we check her mastery, you'll see I got it completely maxed out, and this is kind of key to early game progression, in my opinion. Is having her skills maxed out and her masteries maxed out has made Elhaane an absolute powerhouse. She may have only 17,000 power next to Rathalos' 21,000 power, even though she is 2 rarities underneath. He still has an edge on her. She outperforms them, both in damage and in survivability, especially in some circumstances where obviously the affinity is not to her benefit. So the question you might ask is, why didn't I just put all the skill books and the mastery points into Rathalos? And that's a really good question, and that's what I want to break down in this video. So for skills, it's going to be very, very important that we are upgrading the right character with the right books. This is a huge mistake that I made in the early game. So if we go to the tavern, this is where you can upgrade your skills. Now, if we go to Elhaane, you'll see she's completely maxed out, but you'll also see she is a rare character. She can use the rare skill books to increase her skills, and she can also use these epic books. So let's take a character who's not maxed out. Let's grab my Valerie here. You'll see that I can put an epic book on her, or I can put a rare book on her. That's all gravy. But if we take Valerie out and we grab my Deacon, who is also missing skills, he can only use epics. And if we take him out and we throw my Wrath in, he can only use legendary books. This is very important. It's something that I didn't even think about. In my head, I just thought, oh, an epic tome was probably twice as good as a rare tome, and a legendary tome was probably 3 times as good as a rare tome. That's not the case. It means that that book is designed for a specific rarity, so you really, really, really don't want to use an upgrade higher book for your downgraded character. But that doesn't mean that rare characters don't have a spot, because you do get a lot more of these rare books, which means it's a little bit easier to bridge the gap between rare characters like Elhaane, like Gallic, like Valerie. There's actually a couple good rare characters. I'm going to be going for the War Maiden next. She's farmable in a campaign node. So there is a place, because it's a low cost to upgrade their skill levels. And if you just want to know how many skill points you're going to need, just to put this into perspective, getting legendary tomes is super rare. I don't even know if we're getting any in any tournaments right now. Are we getting the Sand Devil tournament? Nope. Are we getting any in the Spider tournament? Nope. It's all about the current prisms. Which, by the way, we got to make a video on that, because those prisms saved my butt in the Doom Tower. Any tomes here? We got an epic skill tome as the final reward in one of these events. That just kind of goes to show how uber rare these... Oh, this one's not live yet. Okay. That just goes to show how uber rare these legendary tomes are. It's very, very scarce where we get them. And we need quite a bit for our character. So if we go to Rathalos, we check our skills, you can see how many tomes you need just based on the number that is required. All skills start with a base level of 1. So I need 4 tomes to fill up his basic, his A1, sorry. I need 4 tomes to fill up his special, 4 tomes to fill up his A3. And you'll see I've only put in 4 legendary tomes on him total. So I need to up that. I need to get another 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need to get 8 more tomes to max out my Rathalos' skills. I noticed a substantial jump in productivity from the tomes, which is why I'm a little hyped up, actually, because it gives me more of a reason to invest in these rare characters. And because epic characters and legendary characters, specifically legendary characters, seem super hard to come across, it makes me feel better about kind of going and upgrading these blue characters, which I've been a little bit hesitant to. Makes me want to research which rare characters can hang in the early game. I think I actually have some good options. I just need to go break it down and actually look at what these guys are doing. So that's kind of skills. Basically, long story short, don't put the wrong rarity book into a lower rarity character, because it'll set you back. I think I put 2 legendary tomes into Gallic, of all people, who I've kind of abandoned at 5 stars, at least for the time being. That could have been 2 more points into Rathalos' skills, and he slaps. I can't wait to get him fully ascended, fully skilled up, and fully masteried out. So you see, he is missing a lot. If I go Elhaane and we just check out her masteries, you can see all this good stuff that she's getting that he is not. So she is increasing speed by 6 for each enemy killed by this champion. She does AoE, so she's getting so much speed. Damage inflicted by 8% for the first hit on each enemy. It's just really helping her farming. It actually really helps her take out bosses as well. It's very impressive. But if we go to Wrath, not quite filled up. Now here's the good news. This is not rarity dependent. This is just time investment dependent or gem investment dependent. So if I were to go here and get scrolls, we talked about this in another video, 800 gems to just max it all out. And that's what I did with Elhaane, and that's probably what I'm gonna do going forward for a lot of my characters. Because if I go in here to the dungeons and we go to the place where you actually farm the scrolls, the Minotaur's Labyrinth, let's take a look at how much we can get. Now, I think we could probably do this higher difficulty with the team I now have. Let's get in there and give it a shot. Let's take out Gallic. I'm going to throw in my guy here. I forget what his name is, but he has changed it. And I got him from the prison event that's currently happening. I want to do an event video. I'm probably going to buy one of the offers where I can open up 5 of those prisms, because it's a guaranteed epic character at minimum and a 6% chance for a legendary character. I've seen what Rathalos does for me. Having another legendary character to build into, hopefully with the green affinity, would be huge. But let's go in here. Let's stay on topic. There's so much going on with Raid Shadow Legends. The learning curve is really steep, but the fun and the hype and the excitement is really there too. All right, so let's get through this. Ooh, this is and you see the damage Elhaane is doing compared to what Wrath just did. Now she's hitting to the proper affinity, right? Blue into green as opposed to red into green. But still, it's just very impressive what a rare character can do when you're maxing out all their different avenues. She took about half of their life across the board. There we go. I like her because she's a turn meter rewind. I actually don't know if this boss can be turn meter rewind, though. That's something you got to keep an eye out for. Unfortunately, we lost this guy. Again, he has the wrong affinity. He doesn't have skills at all yet. He doesn't have masteries at all yet. So a lot of work to put into him still, but he actually helped me. He broke through the Doom Tower, so I can actually finish my advanced quest now. Ooh, this might have been a little bit, yeah, this might have been a little bit too lofty a goal. Elhaane is over there targeting the wrong guy, but that's okay. Oof. Let's see, can he be rewound? Debuffs immune to HP effects, HP balancing, and cooldown, so he can be rewound. So she's actually really good here to keep him rewinding. Starts the battle with Rage Buff for 3 turns while active. The Rage Buff increases the damage Minotaur deals by 400. Once Rage Buff expires, Minotaur will become dazed and will receive a Dazed debuff for 1 turn. While active, the Dazed debuff increases the damage Minotaur. Okay, that's why I've been tickling him. But my Wrath and my, yeah, they're going to just health steal through it, and then they're going to pop off on him. This must be that buff right here. Learning bosses on the fly with you guys in a video. That's what I love about this game. There's so many bosses to learn. Look at that damage. Yeah, there we go. Is that the last one? Oh, here we go. Oh my god. That's Elhaane, that's Wrath. So you can see they're the two that he's in the game because he's legendary. She's in the game because we maxed her out across the board. He got 23 of the basic masteries right away, so that's actually pretty good. But this is how it works. When you come into the Minotaur's Labyrinth, if you have a character that is already maxed out on masteries, which what Elhaane is, she will never be the recipient of these scrolls. It'll always go to a character that can actually use them, which I think is just a really good design. But you're not always guaranteed to get all the scrolls. Like a lot of different bosses in this game, it is up to RNG on which resource you're going to get. If you're going to get the regular, the medium, or the high-end scrolls, that is left up to chance. That is left up to RNG. Which is why I think I'm going to be doing the 800 gems on a lot of characters. Like I said, Elhaane is keeping up with Wrath simply because she has the masteries. Especially this Giant Slayer when it comes to clan bosses. This is just uber important. It is absolutely incredibly important. Where is it? Here. Has a 30% chance of inflicting bonus damage when attacking. Bonus damage equal to 77.5% of target champions max HP, or 3% of targets max HP when attacking bosses. That 3% on the Demon Lord is about 69,000 to 75,000, depending on which difficulty I'm doing. She is by far my highest damage. If I can just get another one of her, I'll be able to start what's called one-keying bosses. I'll do a video talking about that. And really prioritize my my rewards I'm getting from clan bosses daily, which is super important. So if I want to give any takeaway from this video, it's these two things. Don't waste your skill books on the wrong rarity of character, and start considering saving up 800 gems to max out the masteries on characters you're going to invest in the long term. Your starting character is a great pick. Gallic is probably the worst starter. I did choose him as well, then I got lucky and pulled her. But if you started with Kale or you started with Elhaane, I think it's an amazing idea to put the 800 gems into them. And then if you were around, actually it's until like March 5th, right? So you can still get Wrath. So I think if you log in for the 7 days and get Wrath, put the 800 gems in him to max out his masteries and start collecting these legendary tomes, because it takes a while. And you are going to be soaring through the mid game. You're going to be crushing it on that clan boss. You're going to be doing really good in the Doom Tower. Elhaane, Wrath, and the new guy are the only reasons I'm actually able to climb that tower at all. Let's end this just by doing a little bit of clan boss so you can see what I'm talking about. So we've already attacked this one. I did attack this one, but I couldn't one key it. See, so you can see here on the left, Dorky Dad, I did 2.52 million on one key. To get the biggest reward, I actually do 3.63 million damage, and then I would get the Knight's chest. I'd get all the best possible rewards from that, and then I would start moving on to the hard chest, where I need to start going for about 11 million. Again, if I had 5 characters with all of their masteries done, all Giant Slayer, I think this is possible. Let's go in here real quick, and I'll show you the team I'm using. So again, I got him rocking. We got the Deacon because he gives speed. We only have the one masteried out character. Just keep an eye on the type of damage that masteries make. So that's just Deacon. He tickles the boss. Wrath does that. Look at that, 67.9 thousand damage. That's because of her mastery. I got my poison guy. He does okay, but he's gonna get outshined big time by Elhaane unless he's hitting into the right affinity. So there's also, it's not just like, hey, spend money or spend masteries on these characters, you'll beat the clan boss. There is strategy you can apply, namely poisons being a really good one, but you can see he's falling apart. I gotta get, if I can build him up and get him Giant Slayer or War Master, and he's doing poisons and hitting for that, that's gonna be really exciting. But you'll see her damage by the end of this. It's gonna be astounding. Oh, he's actually killing it right now. My poison guy is getting in on it. She's not getting the greatest procs, but we're up to 1 million damage, so that's good. Got another poison up. Wow, he's landing it too. I'm proud of him, but he's dead now. There you go, another 68,000 damage from Elhaane. You see Wrath, like you can see the difference. Wrath, if he had Giant Slayer, or I think it's called War Master, he would be right up there with her because he survives just as good. He's got the same sort of speed stats on his items right now. Like, we would be doubling our damage if we could just get another. He just hit for 70,000. That's nice. That's on his Ascension. He's got, every 4th turn, he deals a 200% damage on instead of what he would normally do. Another 68,000. That's it. If I could just get 2, 3, I want 5. Like, let's be real, I want 5. If I can get my entire group to have all Giant Slayers, I think I could hit that 11 million. First of all 5 characters would be surviving the way Elhaane and Wrath are right now. We'd be getting more poisons out there. We'd be getting these Giant Slayer procs on top of everything else. Also on top of the damage and survivability the masteries give them. It's just super important. And skills, look, skills are what they are. It takes a while to get those books. You just gotta be careful not to waste them. And I gotta get this guy up too. I put a poison set on him just for the lulls, and because it had good like secondary stats and primary stats. And he's been great. We got to make a video on those prisms. Those prisms are really, really impressive. But I'm gonna end it here, guys, because it looks like this might take a little bit. And it looks like we're gonna do pretty good. We're gonna get it to about 3.5 million damage, hopefully. It'll all be Elhaane too. Oh, she's starting to get wrecked. Maybe we'll watch the rest. It looks like she's about to reach her limit here. Ooh. Oh, we got one last proc. That's beautiful. Elhaane is the only man standing left. No proc, unfortunately. Come on, get one. Last one. There we go. We hit our 3 mil. I like that. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Oh, she got stunned. All right. Hey, she did good. Let's see the damage difference here. 1.6 million compared to Wrath, who just did 500,000. The Oculate actually landed so many impressive poisons there. He ended up pumping about 655. So you can see, Masteries make a character. 800 gems for that sort of productivity. If Blade Master had that, he'd be blowing her out the water. I don't know. So let's end with this. So I did make another video where I talked about gem priorities in the early game, and I was talking about this Guardian ring. I said I was going to upgrade it to see the difference. I did do the upgrade on the one slot, so this now gives 3,300 experience per hour. I'm guessing if I did, okay, I'll do it for you guys. I'm going to set myself back 400 gems. We're going to do it for you guys. Let's see what the 3 out of 3 is. I bet it's just 4,400. It's 4,300. It's not even 4,400. So I don't think it's worth upgrading. I really still love this system. I still love the Jedi method of just leveling characters, saving myself energy. But just unlock them all and then start dumping your gems into Masteries. I think the first 4 or 5 characters up to the max Masteries for Clan Boss is so important. Anyway, guys, I'm still loving this beginning journey for Raid Shadow Legends. I know there's a lot of you veterans in the comments leaving some tips and some comments. So if I messed up anything here, please let it be known in the comment section below. I love to learn from that. I definitely don't want to spread bad information. You guys said the Oculate Brawler was good. Y'all were right, because I did one clan boss where he was hitting to the right affinity, and he actually out-damaged Elhaane. So I'm really liking the community we're building around this channel. I'm really loving the game. Let me know what you guys are feeling about Raid Shadow Legends. Let me know what you're feeling about this Prism event in the comment section below. And if you want to see me get 5 of these Prisms, open it up and see if we can get lucky with a legendary character. Take care for now, and I'll see you in the next video. That's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Stay happy, healthy, have fun, and I'll see you in the next one.